So welcome to my series of short video about load calculation, also called a manual J. So today what I want to do is I want to add insulation in the attic. So remember, as I mentioned in my first video, in my introduction video, the only reason we put insulation in a house is to stop the heat from coming inside the house in the summer and to stop the heat from leaving the house in the winter. So we do that by adding insulation. If we live in a 75-degree weather all year round, we would not need insulation, we would not need any windows. So keep that in mind as we go through the process. So this is still a 30-year-old house that we're working on. So that's the 30-year-old house in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with vented attic and duct in the attic. Make sure we're in Dallas, correct? Okay. So now we're going to look at a house. So same house as we show in the first video. So we still have our concrete slab, R21 of insulation in the attic, 2x4 in a wall with R13 of insulation and aluminum windows. Now R21 is about 6 inches of insulation. So we're going to add 6 more inches and that's going to push us to R38 of insulation. So now that we've added more insulation in the attic, it should reduce our heat gain in the summer and our heat loss in the winter. So let me load the whole house with R38 and then when we'll come back we'll look at the result. Okay, so I've loaded all the house with R38 of insulation, so the attic has 6 more inches of insulation. So now let's take a look at the load now that we've added the insulation, and we should reduce the amount of heat gain in the summer and heat loss in the winter. So if you look, we dropped a little bit. So now that we've added the insulation in the attic, the heat gain in the summer is down to 54,793 BTU. And then in the winter, we are losing now only 78,323 BTU, which is a little bit better than the original house. Now how much better? Well, I've got a side-by-side view here. So this is the original house with R21 of insulation, and this is with the new R38 of insulation after we added 6 inches of insulation. So if you look at the heat gain in the summer, we originally were getting 57,791 BTU of heat. Now we're getting only 54,793 BTU of heat. So we've reduced the amount of heat entering the house in the summer by about 3,000 BTU. And then in the winter, we were losing 80,714 BTU, and now we're losing 78,323 BTU. So we lose about 2,500 BTU less with that new insulation that we did before. Now that's good, but how good is it compared to if we were to replace the windows, or if we were to stop the air infiltration, or if we were to move the duct inside a conditioned space? We don't know that yet. So I'm gonna keep making various videos. My next video will be about replacing the windows, and we'll be able to compare if it's better to replace the windows in this case, or if it's better to add insulation in the attic. So if you need to order your manual J, remember to go on my website. If you go on the load calculation page, you go at the bottom of the page, and here you can place an order for manual J. I've listed the information that I need to make an accurate manual J. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope I will see you in the next video.